Good evening, everyone. The Northern Michigan men's basketball team dropped their first game in the GLIAC on Thursday night at home. Wildcats looked to rebound from the loss as they welcomed in the Pioneers of Malone into the Berry Events Center. Wildcats looking for win number 1 in the GLIAC. Wildcats struggled in the first half. Check out the start in the second, though. Jordan Perez with a transition 3, and the Cats cut the lead to 42-33. Cats down 2 midway through the second, but not for long. Jordan Perez caught fire in a good way and jacks another 3. The Cats are up 47-46. Perez finished with 17 points. Game tied at 55, but not for long. Terry Nash fakes the defender, drives the lane, and lays it in and 1. Nash is fired up, and he lets the crowd know it. Cats up by 2. Nash finished with 14. Cats down 59-58 late in the second, but Kenny Williams was a force down low. He gets a sweet move and the hook to fall. Wildcats up by 1. There was one last chance for Malone in this game with the Wildcats up 68-67. Only 0.7 seconds on the clock, but Jordan Perez's defense would end it. He bats the ball away, and the Wildcats take the game 68-67. Let's head out to Michigan Tech, where the Huskies trailed Walsh 41-35 at the half in the men's contest. Jason Hawk, he's going to spin, and he gives it to Kyle Stankowski for the baseline jumper. Stankowski had 12 points off the bench, but Tech's down 11, 55-44. Kingsford grad Jeff Gregory finds a path to the basket and scores 2 of his 13 points, but the Huskies had trouble chipping away at the deficit. Walsh's Jesse Harden Jr. over to Zach Carter for 2 of his team-high 22 points. Brian Heath led Tech with 16 points. This triple cut the deficit to 6 with about 1:45 remaining, but Walsh made free throws and earned the weekend sweep 83-71. Walsh out-rebounded the Huskies 40-27. The NMU women's basketball team taking on the Malone Pioneers from the Berry. Second half, Wildcats up by 3. Bree Gasparovich finds Kendall Marnett, and she pulls up the jumper. Cats go up by 5. Moments later, the Cats strike again. Bree Gasparovich drives the lane and gets the friendly roll. Wildcats are up 36-28. Closing minutes of the game, the Wildcats are getting great pressure, great offense down low. Marnett finds Anna Lewin down low. She had 16 points on the day, and the Cats are up 51-44. Cats still working the inside game. Gasparovich finds Darby Youngstrom, who has this shot off the glass, and the Pioneers, though, would hit a buzzer beater, but it wasn't a game winner. The Wildcats take home the game 61-59. How about back out to Houghton first quarter for the Cavaliers? Brooklyn Wooten, she drives and gets the basket. She topped the Walsh offense with 18 points. It was 6-2 Walsh at this time. For Tech, though, Kylie Moxley finds Kerry Gardner to Danny Blake for the layup. Blake had a double-double with 20 points and 10 rebounds. Michigan Tech again, Lindsey Winter is going to find Kerry Gardner for 3 of her 9 points. That ties the score at 9. Michigan Tech's Mackenzie Perto spots Morgan Anderson later on for 3. After 8 triples Thursday, she had 4 today and a total of 18 points. That gave the Huskies a 12-11 lead. This was a nail-biter, though, all the way. Michigan Tech prevailed 70-64 to sweep the weekend. Across the Portage Lift Bridge, Coach Mike O'Donnell and his Finlandia Lions met the University of Northwestern Minnesota. Early second half, Escanaba's Brandon Robinette misses a layup. The ball ends up in the hands of Ewan Trout Creek's Jordan LaPlante. He buries the triple, 15 points for LaPlante. Lions trail 40-37. Next for the Lions, Marcus Geralds to Sault Ste. Marie's Terrence Fuller. Strong move inside for 2 of his team-high 16 points. The Lions had 4 players in double figures, but the Eagles had 6. Paced by Cody Sperringer, who had 18, including this 3-pointer. Northwestern Minnesota hangs on for the 85-77 win over Finlandia. Other scores from women's basketball: Finlandia falls to Northwestern Minnesota 67-50. And in girls high school basketball, St. Ignace beats Marquette 49-46. And Escanaba girls falls to Sault Ste. Marie 69-46. A quick check on the Big Ten Championship. Michigan State still has the ball. It's 13-9 in the fourth quarter. About 6:09 remaining. We'll see, and we'll try and give you an update as we go along. In hockey, the Huskies trying to avoid the sweep by the Seawolves. First period, Michigan Tech goes up by 1. Jimmy Davis fires, but a shot is redirected by Brett Boeing and into the net. Huskies lead 1-0. Game tied at 2 in the second, but Tyler Heinonen gets the redirect goal off the Patan shot, and the Huskies again go up 2-1. It would end there, though, as for the Huskies, as the Seawolves rallied again to top the Huskies 3-2 for the second night in a row. NMU finished their weekend at Alabama Huntsville, and the Wildcats skate to a 1-1 draw. In high school hockey, Escanaba does shut out Houghton 1-0. And more hockey from high school, Hancock native Chris Givens makes his annual pilgrimage back to the UP with his Traverse City Central hockey team facing Hancock today. Second period, Traverse City's clearing pass, and it's intercepted. Alex Nordstrom to Ted Rendell. Quick wrister ties the game at 2:06. That put a smile on the face head coach Dan Rolu. A wrister by the Trojans Will Beatty handcuffs Hancock goalie Cam Murray, and Beatty converts the rebound at 4:08. TCC added another goal to take a 4-2 lead. Backstrom for the Bulldogs. Jake Norcall entering pass is tipped in by Brandon Lepisto at 11:04. Hancock closes within one goal at 4-3. Randell scores again to tie the contest at 4 with 4.5 minutes left in the second period. Nobody scored in the third period, but Hancock gets the game winner in overtime from Jack Fenton, earning a 5-4 victory. Over to action from the United States Premier Hockey League. Marquette Royals against the Traverse City Hounds for the Jacob Betty Center benefit game. Royals start out hot but can't get around Justin Benoit, who blocks all three of the Royals shot attempts. The Hounds scored first, though. Cam Fisher gets a pass by Jacoby, and he finds the back of the net. Hounds up 1-0. The Royals respond, though. The shot goes on goal, but bounces out, and Ryan Ely of Marquette redirects the goal, and the game was tied up all at 1, but Marquette comes out victorious 3-2. And, of course, for more sports scores and highlights, you can visit us online at uppermichigansource.com. As I mentioned, we have the Big Ten Championship going on, and it's a very close matchup. It's 13-9 in favor of Iowa. Michigan State, Iowa, number 4 versus number 5. I mean, two teams that were really working hard to get to that championship game, and you can tell that both defenses are really trying to earn this championship. Not a lot of scoring, obviously, you know, in most football games, and other championship games that have gone on today have been absolute blowouts, but this game, these two defenses are really stepping up and really trying their best to keep the other team from scoring against them.
Well, hopefully there'll be an update soon that will make somebody happy.
Hopefully. I think for all the Michigan State fans around here, they're really hoping that Connor Cook and that offensive unit that's so explosive actually finds some way to get into the end zone and actually score a touchdown. 3 field goals for the Spartans.
Now we'll see how it all turns out.
Definitely.
All right, thank you, Ethan.
You're welcome.